Hey everybody, Sark.
Hey everybody, it's Glenda.
We are D&D Miniature Board Games. Did I just slur that really bad?
I thought you did good.
So, we got in Wild Serengeti.
Wild Serengeti.
If you want to see what's inside, stay tuned. So, Wild Serengeti by Bad Comet Games, from South Korea.
You said from South Korea.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a 1 to 4 player with about 90-minute games.
You said it's 14 and up.
Yeah, well, 45 minutes to 120.
No, I'm talking about the age group that can play.
Yeah, 14 and up.
14 and up. Which when I saw it, I thought someone younger can do it, but get it? Get it? Wild Serengeti.
Alright.
Kickstarter, right?
Yep, Kickstarter. Now this, if I remember when I looked at the rule book online, this is about 16 or 18 pages long. It has for the solo or the co-op on the back. Oh, well. Alright. This should be, if I remember, yep, double-sided. So you have that board, and then you can flip it over and you have this board.
Nice.
So it is two different boards.
It's so Serengeti.
And then you have, I believe, what, your staging board? What it was called.
Okay.
So it's on the basic action, but...
Action space on the action board. Place the player marker on an action space on an action board.
Alright, so with this game there is a setup. It's like a 3D setup mountain that goes on the side. You have to punch these out to build that. You've also got a first player piece, which is the Tree of Life,
We
apparently.
don't like that. Gotta have the Tree of Life. So this is the first player.
Yep, and you do have some tokens here, some slabs of ham.
Oh, that's not
and
real
stuff,
good.
you know.
Okay,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
Now, some of these you were able to get add on if you wanted to. The ham and these tokens here for wooden meeples. If you wanted to, you could do a add-on. And no, I did not. I was kind of, cheap with this one.
Eric did the basic and, had the whole game. Didn't do much on the add-ons, but...
Well, so...
Really?
Truth with this game...
Is it a real good truth?
I pledged for this when it hit Kickstarter, and then I canceled my pledge. And then I pledged for it, and I canceled my pledge. Then I pledged
Couldn't
for
make up your mind at that time.
And then finally, it was like, I think in the last 2 hours, I went ahead and just said, something about this game was just drawing me to it. I was like, pfft.
Yeah, so when Eric did that, it means he really wants the game.
So you get a nice little cloth bag.
It's a zebra.
It's a zebra.
Zebra.
And wooden meeples for...
Yeah, I want to see that because that really looks beautiful. For me, it looks beautiful.
Now, you get wooden meeples for... It's like, I think, to keep track of your points, the cameras are. Most of these animals, I believe you have 3 or 4 each of.
Okay, so most of them are 3. 3 vultures, hyenas, 3 jackals, crocodiles, so yeah. And then the player markers in 4 colors, 8.
Yeah, which I found most of them. Ah, there's the other one. So there's all those. Now, once you get through all these, which apparently this one
are so beautiful.
I'm not sure. Is there a reason why we have a bead?
A bead.
Or or is it just?
Is that?
I wonder if it's just extra. We'll stick it over there. It was stuck between the lion's legs. Don't make any crude jokes. All right. So now these are the stretchable.
Okay.
A lot of
sorry.
stretchable stuff.
I still like all these wooden creatures.
Well, here's your first player piece, a wooden meeple for the Tree of Life.
It's a tree of life.
And then you got a hippo, and it looks like a wildebeest, water buffalo, cheetah, a boar. And then you got these 100-point markers, too.
Oh.
I'm going to assume they're 100-point markers. They say 100-point, and there's a little crocodile going.
Yeah.
So, those are all your wooden meeples. Now, unlike normal where we do the 360-degree views, you've probably seen straight up and downs because they're meeples.
But they're still worth it for them to see it. You know?
I'm not doing 360-degree views
They're
for all these.
They're.
But I'll do close-ups on them so you can see them.
Yeah. But yeah, close-ups are great.
Okay, so in amongst this we have apparently 4 stacks and a mini expansion animal specialist. And that's where the new components come in play. The python, the cheetah, the baboon, the warhog, the hippo. And it explains how to use the expansion. And I believe... Are these the specialist cards with the camera on the back?
Camera. Where is the camera?
Is it those?
14 specialist card? Is that a camera? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. A guy with a camera.
Sorry.
Not a camera.
I should have been more clear. A guy with a camera.
Because a camera, I'm looking for a camera.
Kind of like on Pixels. Be the guy that doesn't want to die. Yeah, okay. So we're going to move all the meeples off. And
So while you're doing that,
we'll go through
let me let them know that the goal of the game, the goal of Wild Serengeti, is to be the player with the highest documentary score at the end of the game, which is represented by the star icon. Keep track of each player's score on the track by placing each player's marker on the corresponding. Okay. And 6 rounds. Okay.
So what's the cards with the giraffes on the back?
The giraffes are the 168 scene cards.
Okay. I guess we should do those all at once then, right?
So it's 168, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
So those must be the extra ones you get possibly with the, because of those extra character. Yeah. The Kickstarter exclusives for the expansion. So we'll look at these and keep these separate just in case we need to. 6 extra cards, I'm assuming because of the expansion cards. So we'll keep those separate from all the others.
Okay.
I know. We never keep things separate. And then I end up having to separate it out later.
At the end of it, eggs start just, stacking them all up. All together.
Well, Eric's sick of trying to separate cards out after the fact of an unboxing. Okay.
Oh,
So,
I see the card. It has a texture one, huh?
what? Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay, I like that.
Alright, so we do have icon guide and player aid. And there is one for each of the 4 players.
Mm-hmm. Necessary.
And
For me.
we have some more the specialists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like the artwork.
Yes, I do too. You know, that gives you a vibe that you're a kid and not at the same time, you know? It's so inviting to play. It's kind of like that. That's the vibe.
Well, also, if they, with them going into nice artwork for the cards where they're pleasurable to look at and they don't look dumb,
What did you say?
they don't look dumb.
They did good on the artwork.
But it makes people realize that they took time with making the game too.
Yep.
So what's the?
I mean, if you think about it, see,
what's
these
the
are just all
antelope
wooden
jumping
stuff.
cards?
Huh?
The antelope jumping cards.
Okay, those are the 12 Great Migration cards.
Okay, so these are the migration cards. Apparently, I'm just getting around here.
All right.
Okay.
That's really
So these are basically how you get your scores, correct? These are what you're trying to get the animals to get into, so you so you get points. Basically, you're taking like film or pictures of, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
You can even read this because they made it like, what do you call it? Readable. Where millions of wild animals graze, hunt, and thrive.
No, even these though they took time on. It wasn't. They're not displeasing. They're catchy. They're colorful.
Mm-hmm.
They do have icons that explain everything.
So you have a chance to discover, capture rare footage, and use your resources strategically to produce the most beautiful and inspirational documentary. I thought this is different.
And this is one of those games and that was why I was kind of back and forth with it, because
It's not your typical normal sci-fi game, Eric.
but it was something I thought that you would enjoy.
Oh, I'm touched. Sweet. Oh. Yeah, but actually, yeah. Something that, you know.
And not that I wouldn't.
Too.
I saw it as different. I thought it was kind of a cute idea. And, you know, Lauren and John, when they come over, they can get into anything. I mean, heck.
Actually, I think John will like that too, really. Especially with the kids, you know. I think because it's like a puzzle, you know.
Well, that's what they said is part of it is puzzle solving.
It's just, it's cool.
There are a lot of these cards too. I mean, it's not like
But
you've only got a few choices. There's a lot of different choices
while you're
of different
doing
ways.
that too, it can be cutthroat too, right?
Mm-hmm. But there is a way to play this co-op too.
Oh, so there's no fighting.
Or you, Lauren, and John, and Tim making sure that I don't win.
Gang over there.
Don't care if they win, but just as long as I don't get anything, that's the whole.
That's not true.
Really?
Sometimes.
Can I bring up Cactus Town from 2 weeks ago?
No, I'm sorry.
So how many did you say? It was like 160 of these?
168. My eyes are serving me right. 168 scene cards. Which, look at that. That's
There's a lot of different scenes. I mean, I like that about
all
it.
different views, so, you know, all different ways. All different combinations. That's beautiful. See the art of it.
I'm just kind of...
Yeah. It's really nice artwork. Lots of combinations, so...
Yep. And we'll... Hopefully... You've seen I probably grabbed a small selection of these, do some close-ups. And done some close-ups of the Meeples. And hopefully put the big rock together so you can see what that looks like put together.
They're trying to, yeah.
And if you didn't see the big rock before, hopefully, you know, I got it spinning right now so you can see it. Maybe. Or I had it before, one or the other. But I'll do some close-ups of these cards and everything. Now, they do give us some bags in here to put some of the pieces in, and you still have the larger bags, and I'm going to assume that the big bag is for all the wooden meeples. Now, the insert itself is nothing really special. It's just a cardboard insert. You know.
Is the pouch? The pouch is a... Is the pouch?
The pouch is the pouch of the pouch of cows.
Part of the game, or it's an extra?
I haven't read the 13-page rulebook.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, sometimes, you know, when Kickstarter, they just give you... But, yes, and that's true. This is one of those, you know, sewing Kickstarter, like we said, we always say we unbox, you know, and it's the first time we see it, and the first time you see it too with us. So, yep, there's some reading to do.
We'll see, you got some reading to do. As always, folks, support your local gaming. We support
Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Game on, everybody.
Game on.